Really quickly, I just want to take a moment and read some statistics regarding mass incarceration in America. In the U.S., there are 2.2 million people currently in prison or in jail. That's a 500% increase over the last 30 years. Roughly 70% of imprisoned men and women in the U.S. are prisoners of color, our Black or Hispanic ethnicity. Although blacks in America make up only 12.7% of the U.S. population, they comprise 48% of adults in federal, state, or local prison. Also in California, we have spent in incarceration 62,300 on prison inmates a year and 9,100 on a student from K to 12 in a year. So where are our priorities? Also in California, we have, since the 1980s, we've built 22 prisons in California, but only one university, California University campus. And so I ask the question again, where are our priorities? Prop 47 allowed the balance of power to shift. What we've seen with Prop 47 is the shifting from one way of doing policing and mass incarceration to redemptive value. And I believe that plays into our Christian faith. We all see redemptive value in each other, in one another. There's something redeemable about all of us. Proposition 47 reclassifies low-level offenses into misdemeanors. People need a second chance. I remember in my life, I was a student at a local high school here, and I got into some trouble. And I remember going home that day after getting into some trouble, and my dad was a local pastor, and I thought that day was judgment day for me. I remember sitting in the backyard. He said, "You're not going to school today, son." We sat in the backyard in South Sacramento, and we sat down, and I was just waiting for judgment to come down. And we sat down and talked. He said, "Les, you know, I understand what you did. It was wrong. Do you understand what you did?" I acknowledge what I did. I acknowledge that I was wrong, and he gave me a second chance. Proposition 47 gives people a second chance. It also redirects funds to education and rehabilitation, which I believe is part of our Christian faith, part of our Christian values. We're able to look at a person, share the love of God to them, and then educate them, empower them, begin to show them who they are, build them up. Proposition 47 does that. It's retroactive. It gives a million people in our community a second chance at life. You know, one of our Christian values is we look in the book of Matthew chapter 25. It talks about when Jesus was saying to the disciples, "You have clothed me. You have went to the prison. You've gotten me out of the prison." And there was a question asked later on down in the scripture. Well, when did we do that? And Jesus responds, "When you did it for the people I love." Guys, we have a work to do. We have a work to do in rethinking, reimagining, and then reconnecting to individuals a way of living, a way of talking, a way of thinking. The time is now. I believe it's a shift. With Proposition 47, we've seen over 5,000 people come out to the polls and say we want a shift in how we are interacting and connecting to the people of today.